What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? As usual, my name's Now, Update 58 has just rolled out, and with it, it brings a couple of actual pretty cool features. So, we're looking at a new UI construction, 3 new hairstyle variants, some new rain particles and stuff like that. So, I guess let's just get right into the meat of it. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the new UI construction, but for that, I'm going to head to my latest building project. So I'm here in my latest building project, and I'm actually quite happy because it looks like they changed the opacity a little bit. It's still like on the bright side, so it's hard to see during the day, but it's much more visible than it was literally yesterday. Yesterday I couldn't see any of this during the day. I could only build at night, which is why this building's taking so long to come up. I also went ahead and popped a couple of regular walls up on top just so you could see that in comparison to the rock wall. But that's looking really good. Now they changed the item icon, so now it just kind of hovers there. And it's a little annoying because it doesn't follow your movements. So if you move off to the side like that, like I can't read that. But other than that, it looks really cool because it does pop out at quite a distance. It's a good size. And it's very clear what you need. But let's take a look at some of the custom prefab buildings. So let's do the log cabin. So let's just smack that right there. Oh yeah, that's actually really nice. That's helpful. Nice big. You can tell it's 89 logs from a good steps away. And heading inside, look, it has multiple snap to points. So it'll snap to different parts of the blueprint depending on where you are. Now, hopefully they fix the this icon and make it a little bit smoother in the future, because right now it just, I don't know, it appears and disappears. You have bad reading angles on it. But it's something that should be fixed in the future. But while we're here, we went ahead and spent a few minutes and we got some screens of the new hairstyles. So we have 3 new hairstyle variants for Timmy's dad. And that is just woke up, or bedhead, swept to the side, and kind of faux hawk thing going on. But overall, they look really good. What I gotta say is the beards look fantastic. Alright, but moving on from that, we also have some changes and updates to the benches and the way chairs work. So they made it to where only one person can sit in a chair at a time, but the changes they did to benches are fantastic. So now 2 people can sit on a bench at a time. As you can see, there's space for a second right there. And from this clip we took prior to recording, you can see there are also idle animations. So when Sivo moves his head, it moves the character's head in the game. So I can tell where he's looking at while sitting on the bench. But other than that, you now also automatically put up your weapon whenever you sit down. So no more katana in the hand or anything like that. And you can also interact with things while sitting in the bench. Apparently, I cannot do that. There you go. So now I can stoke my fire and just sit on the bench in peace. So moving on from that, we also have some tweaked stealth values. Now for that, I'm actually going to have to turn on my stealth meter. So the way the new stealth meter works, we still have the classic Skyrim eyeball. So when you're out in an open field, you know, you're not covered at all. But when you move into brush, as you can see, I've become harder to see. But if I pull out my light, and this goes for the lighter, the torch, or the flashlight, it increases your visibility. And they also retweaked the enemy UI. So now they pay attention and they look for that light source. So keep that in mind if you are a stealth player like me. Hiding in the bushes with the light out, no longer viable. They'll find you. There's also one more thing I want to note before I sign off. And that is they've added a new water dripping animation to both caves and the rain. Now, I've been here for probably 2-3 in-game days and it has not rained. It hasn't rained 1 drop. Now, I don't have the mod API working, so I can't force it to rain. But trust me, there's some new rain particle animations. If I can get it to rain after I end this recording, then I'll throw a clip of that in. But if not, take a look around. You'll see the new effects here in the future. Alright guys, so I just hopped in a cave really fast, and if you look at the screen, every few seconds there's going to be a water droplet effect. Now, that looks pretty cool. It does actually give a lot of depth to the caves now. I actually feel like I'm exploring like this deep, like just moist cavern. That's actually pretty cool. But once again, I've yet to get it to rain out up there, but I'm assuming those water particles are just like this one. Just a quick little drop here and there. Alright guys, another thing I wanted to note, they added a huge level of detail to the cockpit of the plane. Now look at that. It looks so much better. Well, besides this guy, his head's still clipping through the glass to make it look like he punched it. Anyway, I've never liked that model. But the other glass looks amazing, and the edges right here with the rust, that looks incredible. It's even charred. Now heading inside, the details are, well, they're there. They're still pretty flat. What's big, though, is the reflection on that glass. Look at that. That's reflecting trees. What trees are those reflecting? Anyway, that's pretty much it for the level of detail update. We're going to take a look at one more thing because I heard they reskinned the yacht. Alright guys, so we're at the yacht, and look at that. That is a beautiful retexture. This is a yacht that I believe has been here for years. Look at that, we even have a plate on the front. The Betsy. The yacht is the Betsy. Wow. Look at that. I think this is my favorite part of the update now. It's gorgeous with the rust and the blue coloration to it. We still have the double wheels, which is kind of awkward. But look at that, even the deck is starting to rot away. As for the inside, it looks pretty much the same. Yeah, we still have the same dusty covers and stuff like that. So this is just a texture for the outside. But it looks incredible. Let's see if they fix those clipping issues. Nope. Maybe that's just how they wanted it. I think that right there just looks disgusting because I can see the old model and the new model. But, I gotta say, the yacht is a fine, beautiful boat now. She no longer looks out of place. One final note, they gave us a huge sneak peek into what the next update is for Update 59. And the whole reason this update was delayed, and I'm pretty sure this is why, is they are working on dedicated servers. So soon we will be able to host our own 24/7 dedicated servers. So I'm very excited for that. I am very much a dedicated server type of guy. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. So that is everything that Update 58 has to offer that's worth noting. That bird is sitting in the air. Just sitting in thin air. Oh, there you go. Anyway, so if you found this update video helpful, leave us a like. Leave a comment down there if you have anything to say about the new building UI, because I am, for one, ecstatic that it's finally visible during the day. Hopefully they can tweak it some more because it's not as good as I would like it to be, but here's hoping. So get subscribed if you're new here if you want to be up to date with all the latest Forest updates and news. Anyway, I'll catch y'all next time.